Hello, Internet. It's us again, Fantasy Football Fiesta. For the best fantasy football advice, best drinking, best shenanigans, you will find anywhere on the web. Hell, will you find anywhere? I'm your host, Tarnell Mims. I have my Twitter handle you can reach me at if you want to talk to me about anything on the show. You want to congratulate me, say I'm right. You want to call me a dumbass, say I'm totally wrong. You can reach me at ABO Alpha Supreme, hashtag FF Fiesta. I've got two co-hosts with me. First one I want to introduce is Jason Tatacek. Jason Tat, go on and introduce yourself there.
Hello, Internet. It's me, your Charger fan, born and raised in SD. Just so you know, going to the game this week. Can't wait. We're going to kill the Lions over at old Jack Murphy. Anyway.
Hey, way to show your age.
Yeah. Anyway, you can reach me. Where are we at? Here?
Other side.
Other
Here?
side, fine.
At the Charger FN Fox November 96. That's my Twitter handle. Or pound FF Fiesta.
Just so you guys know out there, Jason's not so good with the technology.
It's a fucking pound sign.
It is in 1996 when we all had pagers. My next co-host, Jesus Christ, we're off to a good start, is Aaron. Aaron Dion. Go ahead and introduce yourself there, Aaron.
What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron Dion. You can find me on Twitter at A Bowl of Aaron. Include the A Bowl of Aaron. Yeah, I'm your resident Broncos fan here. I know what a hashtag is, so I got to step up on Jason over there.
There's also an A before the A. A with a circle. A Bowl of Aaron.
Yeah, that's that.
Wow.
So apparently what we're doing here is Jason's filling the role that I filled last week. So I'm a lot more sober, he's a lot more drunk, and we're about to have a good time. Yeah, here we go.
Yep, here we go. Also, you guys can, if you ever want to tune in to us live as we do this, it should be roughly 8:30, maybe later. We're not always on time. But check us out at our website at fantasyfootballfiesta.com, and there'll be a link there to this very event on YouTube. And that's a good way to join in and comment as we go along. We may or may not pay attention to you because we're assholes.
Shots!
And we always start off with a celebratory shot. We like to drink a little alcohol while we do this.
Or a lot of alcohol.
And I'm out of alcohol. I don't have a shot, but I do have a beer with me. So everyone, tip this up. And
cheers, bitches!
Cheers to week one!
All
Go
right.
Bolts!
So, oh, God, shut up. Last week, since we last spoke last week, a couple things have happened. One minor thing here was major for my team is we re-signed James Jones, just strengthened that already pretty deep wide receiving core, just to fill in the gap for Jordy Nelson. It's going to be easy. He already knows the system. Just plug him in, and there we go. So we've got him. We got Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams, Ty Montgomery. Got a couple rookies. Got Miles White, and yeah, I said Ty Montgomery already. We have Jeff Janis, the second-year guy, and we should also have Larry Pinkert, who's also a rookie. We let go of Abergers, or whoever the hell you say his name. I don't know because he wasn't sticking around anyways. So,
That's Avengers. It's okay.
Yeah.
You just leave it to an owner to lift the whole depth chart and the fucking practice squad. Jesus, man.
Tarno, the owner.
That's right. I am an owner. I'm not just a fan of the Packers. I am an owner.
Damn right.
That's right. So also in news, little something that's not fantasy football related, but it's interesting to kind of talk about. So Brady beat the Deflategate suspension, and since that's happened, the NFL has released there's a big article on ESPN talks about from Spygate to Deflategate, and it talks about how long Belichick has been doing the videotaping of signals. And he's been doing it since before he got to be the coach of the Patriots. He was doing this with the Browns. It's him and a guy by the name of Eric Ernie Adams. And everyone was trying to figure out what Mr. Adams' purpose was. Art Modell even offered $10,000 if someone could figure out his job description. So basically,
I could have figured it out.
Yeah, they've been figuring out. They've been still having guys who really don't fully know what they're supposed to be doing, like filming the signal calling on the other side. So with this, and I'll take a short of everything that's been going down for them forever. Do you still put Brady in your top 5 QB list? Does he get taken out? Do you put an asterisk on everything they've done? If they win another Super Bowl after this, do you have to eat your words, and does it mean all of that was irrelevant? What are your guys' takes on that?
Well, I'll chime in. As far as Brady fantasy relevancy, I almost think what's going on here, especially with his suspension, not necessarily so much with the Spygate, I think it kind of it may boost him up a little bit because he's always one of those guys that the more shit you talk, he seems to perform better. So, like last year early on, people started talking about benching him, and he just went fucking bananas. So I think, obviously being available for extra games and back in the lineup moves his draft stock up. So I draft him early. Whether he's in my top 5 or not, he's not on any of my teams. So, as far as I'm concerned, he can go fuck himself. I hope he breaks his knee. Other than that, and the whole Spygate thing, I mean, it's a sticky thing. I really feel like every NFL team kind of cheats a little bit, and the Patriots are just kind of out there on the fringe, and they get popped a little bit more. What can you do? I mean, the season's going to go on. Our fantasy teams are going to do what they do. Brady's in the game. I think that boosts everybody on the team, and, it kind of is what it is.
Yeah, I think as far as Brady himself, fantasy-wise, he's going to be relevant. I picked him up in one of my mock drafts. Actually, one of my real teams, I picked him up as my very last pick. And that's just a perfect, yeah, exactly. It's a perfect backup for, whoever else I had at quarterback. I think it was Aaron Rodgers or something like that. Either way, for as far as him personally, it's not going to affect him. He'll still be a Hall of Famer. It shouldn't have anything to do with him. I think the suspension should have been on him. I think the team as a whole should have been punished, and they were punished. And if there's going to be any asterisks, it's going to be on the team and not on him personally. So, that's kind of my take on it. I think that the first and fourth round pick.
What's your view of Belichick?
He's the leader of it. So he's, any Hall of Fame opportunity he has, I don't think should happen. So I think it starts with him. I don't think it's Mr. Kraft that had anything to do with that. I think it was all Belichick. Like you said, it started way back from before the Patriots. And I don't think that they were cheating. They sucked before Belichick got there, so that didn't matter. But, I think it's going to be strictly on him, and he's part of, the franchise and management parts of the franchise should be punished. Not like you're going to suspend the coach.
No, well, easy there.
Tell that to Sean Payton.
Yeah. Tell that to also, was it Gary Williams was the DC there, or Greg Williams was the DC there at the time?
Yeah.
With the whole bounty, the bounty gate. They had no problem dismissing Sean Payton. Because they were like, you're the coach. You should have been held responsible for all this. Yep. So they went from, we can't go from, oh no, you can't hold the coach responsible after we've already held a coach out for an entire season.
True. You know what? Actually, I think that punishment would have been better if you took him out for a whole year instead of taking the $1 million, which means nothing to the Patriots, and the first round pick. I think that taking him out for a year would have been a lot more of a punishment to the team than.
I think so. It's funny because a lot of owners were iffy about Goodell at the helm because of how the Spygate thing was handled. Because evidently they found the tapes of them filming the sidelines and had them destroyed. Like they stepped them and crushed the tapes. Like they swept the entire thing under the rug. So this whole little thing where he tried to suspend Brady, I guess some of the owners are more confident in him as commissioner. I don't know. I mean, I feel like he felt a little slighted and a little pissed that they beat him. So now I feel like they're going to sit there and let all sorts of dirt that they have on the Patriots that they've had for years now. Because the era they're talking about mainly with Spike, was from like 2000, like 2007. So it's like 8 years of spying that happened about 8 years ago. But so now seems to be that would be the big news. We'll see how this plays out during the rest of the season, because they're going to be watched like hawks this season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, and that should be interesting because they're not going to get away with anything. And the Patriots have always been one of those teams, and really I think that's kind of the mandate of any head coach: just get away with as much as you can. So I don't necessarily fault any of them for trying this stuff, but you ride that line, you're going to get popped sometime.
You're just trying to bend the rules as much as possible.
Yeah, so
right. That was part of Belichick's mantra. Was he said the NFL was kind of soft; they weren't really enforcing anything too hard. So he was going to look for any boundary and loophole that he could push and exploit was what he was going to go do.
An interesting stat with Goodell, he's 0 for 4 on appeals. He hasn't won an appeal yet. So I don't think that he has a lot of respect from the appeals people or anything. So
that's why I did not draft Goodell on my fantasy team.
That's
that
right.
That guy has shitty stats and scores no fantasy points.
Anyway, fuck the Patriots.
All right.
Right.
Yes, that's true. Sure, Aaron. Are you sure you're not drunk? Because
no, I'm a little buzzed.
Yeah. He's back. He's back.
We had another draft that the three of us were involved in. I'd like to do a quicker draft recap on that. We had different spots.
And different conditions. Toad and I, for this one, were drafting at a bar, so alcohol was involved. So as we got later in the draft, we were more and more, not as coherent as we may have been otherwise. So there is an element of that to consider, but we're probably not going that deep. But I just want to say that is an element to this whole league.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah. Hey, fuck you.
Go with the results.
So last time our draft position was Jason was 5th overall out of 12. I was 6th. Aaron was 7. This time I was 2nd overall. Jason was still 5th, and Aaron was number 10. So what we have here is, so that was different spots. So this time, instead of me being in the middle, I'm in the beginning. One of the spots I like. Andrew Luck still went number 1 overall. I still don't understand that pick. You're going to have to explain for Chris at some point there, Jason. Or we'll have him on to explain that fuckery.
Yes.
I was 2nd. I took Eddie Lacy. The person behind me took Le'Veon Bell. Then we had Marshawn Lynch. You took Adrian Peterson.
Damn right.
And there was Jamal Charles. Then Antonio Brown. Aaron Rodgers. Julio Jones. Jeremy Hill went to Aaron. C.J. Anderson. And rounding out was Demaryius Thomas. Round 2. Coming back around, DeMarco Murray, LaShawn McCoy. You took Rob Gronkowski. Took a little page out of my book, did you there, buddy?
Yeah, at that point it was just a value pick. He was by far the best guy on the board, so...
Oh, yeah, no, it makes total sense. We had Matt Forte, Des Bryant, Odell Beckham, Calvin Johnson, Lamar Miller. I wanted to punch you in the face for taking Lamar Miller.
You didn't think Lamar Miller was going to drop that far, did you?
Who's that? Who took Lamar Miller?
Yeah, you guy.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Finally, he's drafting running backs. It's about time.
Hey, one draft with receivers, one draft with running backs. Let's see who does better.
All right, Lamar Miller. So and then Justin Forsett, Randall Cobb. I grabbed Melvin Gordon again. I'm riding a lot on that kid this year. AJ, round out round 2.
Wait, Randall Cobb and Andrew Luck went to the same guy?
No. Randall Cobb went to the guy who grabbed Le'Veon Bell.
Okay. The number 1 pick, who did he get?
He got A.J. Green.
Oh, wow. So he still doesn't have a running back. Okay.
No. And so coming back around round 3, he gets Brandon Cooks, another wide receiver. Okay. So we've got Andrew Luck and 2 wide receivers.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. I grabbed Jimmy Graham. Then we have Alshon Jeffries, T.Y. Hilton. You grabbed Mark Ingram. There,
Yeah.
Jason. Then we have Jordan Matthews, Frank Gore, Emmanuel Sanders. Asshole Aaron grabbed Devontae Adams.
And Yahoo hated this pick. You get the draft score at the end. They straight up yelled at me for taking Devontae Adams this early. They thought I was straight stupid, but
They're idiots. They didn't even know.
I
I
don't
got
know.
a feeling on him. But let me ask you, the pickup of James Jones that you mentioned, how do you feel like that affects Devontae Adams? Should I worry?
I don't think so. Devontae Adams is the up and comer. He's really the wide receiver of the future. James Jones is there because they need someone else that knows the offense. What James Jones will most likely be the number 3 receiver. He's most likely going to bump Ty Montgomery or just be there in case somebody else gets hurt because they just need that. He's a safety net. You don't got to do much to him. They signed him to a 1-year deal. I don't think that he turns in and make him a number 1. I still feel like Cobb and Adams are the top 2 guys, and then you have everyone else after that. So
Right.
Jones will see some time, but I mean he wasn't the man when he was there. So actually no, he was before Cobb came in. What happened was Jennings left, Jones stepped up. It was Jones, Nelson, and Cobb was the number 3. Then Cobb took over. So Jones, Cobb became that man. So I don't think he's going to immediately retain his spot. He'll probably be back there as maybe third down specialist, change of pace, someone's hurt, someone needs rest. I think Devontae Adams is pretty damn secure because, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I need him secure because he's my number 1 receiver, and he was already a little sketchy at that spot, and then they add another weapon to the mix.
Yeah,
Right,
but
right
I mean, we don't like being short on weapons, so I wouldn't be too worried about that.
So with my picks, I just want to throw out there my first 3 picks are running backs, and I think this is a pretty good strategy. I think that starting 2 running backs obviously will be in the slots, and then we have a flex position in this league. And so with flex positions, I definitely think that a running back is a lot more valuable than a wide receiver or tight end.
Yeah,
So drafting
for sure.
three running backs, I think is a pretty
It
good
also
strategy.
depends on who that wide receiver or tight end is.
Well, true, but you're not going to have 2 tight ends that are really good, right? So
No,
there could
not
be a
this-
wide receiver
no.
in there.
No,
in a
but
PPR, in a PPR,
Right.
In the PPR, the wide receiver could be good, but I actually want you to look at those results. I think I picked 4 running backs before I picked anyone else.
we're going to the next 3 rounds here.
Oh, okay. Good,
Right,
good.
rock and roll.
Yeah. All right. So round 4, I've got DeAndre Hopkins with the person who I grabbed Andre Ellington at the end. Comes back around round 4 to grab DeAndre Hopkins. We have Drew Brees.
Top 5 wide receiver in the league, bitch.
You're tripping.
DeAndre Hopkins.
We're gonna have.
Yeah, mark it down and tweet that guy what a moron he is.
Mark it down. I'm a tweaker.
All right. Alfred Morris goes to Aaron.
Idiot.
Yeah, we'll see.
Russell
I
Wilson.
needed another running back.
Anyone
Russell
named
Wilson
Alfred's
goes
going to
to
suck
Trenton
cock.
Oakmont. That's the number 4. Number 4 in that round. Next is Latavius Murray. Then Amir Abdullah. Keenan Allen. Then you grabbed Carlos Hyde. Again, you're big on that guy.
4 running backs. I picked 4 running backs in a row.
Yeah, running back.
Never a shortage on running backs. I think it's definitely.
No, and it's kind of a smart thing to do in this draft only because I don't feel like there's a whole lot of quality running backs this year. So I think you should grab running backs as you can.
It's all about matchups.
Yep. So then we have Andre Johnson, Greg Olson. I grabbed Big Ben at number 4. And then finally, Chris drafts Chris Ivory. His first running back is Chris Ivory of the Jets. That's ugly.
He's got to have a feeling about somebody later in the draft because, yeah, he's going to be struggling at that position.
Yeah. So then you come back around. He grabs another wide receiver, Golden Tate. I grabbed Doug Martin. Jonathan Stewart goes next. C.J. Spiller. Jeremy Macklin goes to Jason.
Yeah, my first wide receiver.
Yeah, well, he's the guy we talked about.
Yep.
He's effective. Let's see how he works out for you. Todd Gurley goes next. Rashad Jennings, Martellus Bennett, Brandon Marshall, T.J. Yeldon. Did you hear the news that he is named the starting running back for that team?
Yeah, no, I was aware that was going to happen. I don't know how effective he's going to be. I went real young with this draft, so if you look a little bit deeper, you'll see a lot of rookies. You had a lot of second-year guys. So my team on this league is real high risk, high reward. So
Right.
I grabbed the rookies.
Yeah. Also, another rookie that's named the head guy in Atlanta, Tevin Coleman, is also being named starting running back.
Now that I didn't hear. That's interesting because that comes up later in the same draft.
Yeah. So. That's funny. So then we have Julian. So then we have Julian Edelman, and rounding out round 5 is Peyton Manning.
Wow.
Not that bad.
Wow. Peyton Manning in round 5.
I think that's early for Peyton Manning. I mean, I'm a Bronco fan and I'm a homer, but there's a lot of good picks on the board, and they're not going to be a pass-happy team this year.
I mean, did you name Drew Brees yet?
Yeah, Drew Brees came off round 3.
Drew Brees went the second in round 4.
All right, I was about to say, Jesus Christ.
Whatever. So that's 38th overall. So yeah, end of round 5, I don't feel that bad because I feel like the end of a round is pretty much close to the
round 6 beginning.
Yeah, you're right. That's not bad for him. That's not like
back to back, and you could flip flop that, and they can take the person who they took in round 6 or round 5, and it's the same shit.
God, you
Speaking of their round 6,
neck or something. Jesus.
The next round 6, goes to Travis Kelce, Vincent Jackson, Ryan Tannehill, Aaron, kick you in the balls.
And I took him while Tom Brady was still on the board, so I think highly of him this year. Even if drunk me was talking shit, I think Tannehill's going to do some good things. Keep taking shots over there.
All right, so then we got Ryan Tannehill, Nelson Aguilar. How the hell do you say that name?
USC, baby, Nelson Aguilar.
Oh, Aguilar. That's how you say it? That's not how you spell Aguilar.
No, that's not how you say it.
That is horrible. Steve Smith Jr., Senior, LeGarrette Blount, Tom Brady, round 6.
Wow.
Middle of round 6. Jarvis Landry, fucking asshole, took another person in front of me.
Thank you.
Jordan Cameron, Amari Cooper. I took Allen Robinson again, and Denny Woodhead. That's his second running back. Chris's second running back is Denny Woodhead.
He's a homer.
That's crazy. And this is a bit of a PPR league, but I think we're getting half a point for reception.
Yeah, not enough.
I don't know. And you know what was stupid is when we got the Yahoo results, this guy was graded the best draft of the league.
Well, what do you know?
That's true. I only have a podcast.
Andrew Luck, bitches.
Right. Yeah, it's insanity to me. I have a little thing on him later on. Part of my prediction. Do you want to finish this one out since we're going kind of fast with this, or do you want to jump over to my last one?
Whatever.
All right, let's round this out. Let's finish this out. All right. So Chris grabs Arian Foster, round 7. Woo! 3 running backs now. Finally. Round 7.
Yeah, maybe that's his plan. Maybe he's thinking Arian Foster's going to come back and solidify that lineup.
Yeah, maybe. Mike Wallace. I grabbed Mike Wallace. Figured take a chance on him to see what Teddy Bridgewater can do with him. John Brown, Phillip Rivers. Tony Romo goes to Jason.
I wanted Phillip Rivers, but we'll take Tony Romo. He kind of leads the league in fantasy points. He's like top 5 every year for the last 4 years.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. Yeah. It's one of the guys, you don't hear his praises sung a lot, but Rivers gets it done. Next is
Romo too.
What?
And Romo too.
Yeah, Romo's surprisingly solid.
And I'll take him around 7.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess around 7 that is pretty good. Deshaun Jackson, we got Matt Ryan, Andre Williams, Matthew Stafford, Sammy Watkins goes to Aaron.
Watch out for Sammy Watkins. I like him. I like that pick.
You know what's weird? I like Sammy Watkins too. I just feel he doesn't have anyone to get him the damn ball.
Well, no. He's got that quarterback that has a diamond mouthpiece, so he's gonna be great.
Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor. He just got a diamond mouthpiece from the dentist. He'll be perfect. Don't worry about him.
You think Tyrod Taylor is gonna be that guy?
with the 400,000. This guy's making 400 grand a year.
Are you sure?
Listen, he's making 400 grand a year. He just spent 100,000 on his fucking mouthpiece. Idiot. Yeah, he'll get him the ball. He'll get him the ball.
Maybe. Here's the thing. The last good, I don't even say good, the last decent guy I feel they had was Fitzpatrick, and they got rid of him. He's the last guy I feel that got them excuse me, close to anything, and he's still not, like, amazing. Like, I don't know.
They've never had a quarterback since Jim Kelly. You kidding me?
Yeah, they really haven't. And Sammy Watkins has a lot of upside.
Hey. Don't shit on Doug Flutie.
I do love BC, Doug Flutie.
Yeah, everybody forgets about Doug Flutie.
Yeah. So, there. Eat your Flutie flakes.
Yes.
All right. We got Sammy Watkins, Charles Johnson, and Anquan Bolden. Then turning around from Anquan Bolden, round 8 is Ryan Matthews, Jason Witten, Devin Funches.
Ryan Matthews.
Yeah, so now I'm just taking flyers at this point. I'm going young, and I'm looking for somebody to perform on my team.
Who'd you have, Funches? I like Funches.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, God damn it.
He's a Kelvin Benjamin.
My team from last week.
He'll be fine.
The Seattle defense went in round 8. Eli Manning, Roddy White. Hey, Eli, how's it feel to be taken after a defense?
Probably feels pretty good as the starting quarterback on a New York team with 2 Super Bowl rings.
Fucker.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He is a patient killer.
Yeah. Immaculate
White,
reception number 2.
Brian Quick, Antonio Gates, Joik. Oh, yeah, you got Antonio Gates.
Yeah, you're a bit of a dim bulb.
We'll see.
Antonio Gates puts up points. Don't worry about him.
Yeah.
I just need a backup tight end.
There you go. Joik Bell, Sam Bradford. I grabbed Larry Fitzgerald. Grab the old man there. Teddy Bridgewater. Chris gets a backup QB.
Not a bad QB.
I think he's going to be fine, but when you drafted a QB number 1, I think that's a little early to start looking for your backup quarterback.
Right?
It's like round 9 already, so it's not too early.
That's round 8. He's the end of round 8, which round 9. But when you get the number 1 overall, and you get Andrew Luck, and you think that's the most amazing thing ever, fuck the quarterback position till the end. I mean,
right? There's guys in free agency that'll do just fine on your bye week.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so then Larry Donald becomes the tight end. Giovanni Bernard I took. Trey Mason, plug 4, goes next. Pierre Garçon. Stevie Johnson. Goddamn, how many? You did homer outs this time, didn't you?
I did. Well, Stevie Johnson's going to have a big 4 weeks while Antonio Gates is suspended.
Maybe.
You see him grab a lot of points.
All right. Charles Sims. Shane Vereen. Torrey Smith. Owen Daniels. Eric Decker. Really? You took Eric Decker, Aaron?
Yeah, I think it's going to be just fine. I like Fitzpatrick okay, and I think he can feed the ball around with Brandon Marshall over there. I think that takes a lot of the focus off of Decker. I think he's going to be back to relevant.
Well, all right, we'll see. Bishop Sankey and Arizona D. The last 3 rounds. Here we go. Delaney Walker, Brandon LaFell. Aaron, you got Tevin Coleman. 2 rookie starting running backs. Look at that.
I told you. I just need one of them to step up.
Yeah, well, let's see. The race for rookie rusher of the year begins now.
Yeah, these guys are my flex running backs, so really I'm just kind of looking for one of them to start performing well. And if one of these guys works out, I'm going to have an amazing year. If all of them shit the bed, then my team shits the bed.
All right, good. Okay, so we go from Tevin Coleman to Isaiah Crowell, Zach Ertz, Martavius Bryant, Heath Miller, Marcus Colston, Eddie Royale, Darren McFadden. Ah, man. And I grabbed Devontae Parker, and then Buffalo defense went next. Darren McFadden is just fucking goddamn. I don't know. I could never see drafting that guy.
We'll see with that deep Dallas line. Who knows?
No, man. I don't know.
Well, he's still going to get hit, and every time he gets hit, he gets broken. So,
we'll see later on. I'll talk about it a little later on in one of my segments, but he could have.
All right, well, I'm gonna do these just round 11 and 12, and then I'm done with this draft for now. Cause then
right on. Yeah, blast through this.
All right, so Chris goes from Buffalo defense to Tyler Eifert. I've got Kyle Rudolph as a backup tight end. Jonas Gray goes next. Victor Cruz. Oh, yeah. Jonas Gray. That's great. That guy's got to replace him. Victor Cruz, Alfred Blue. Marcus Wheaton. Julius Thomas. Kansas City defense. St. Louis defense. Devontae Freeman. Duke Johnson Jr. Kendall Wright. Round 11. Adam Vinatieri. Ronnie Hillman. Kenny Stills. Roy Hlue Jr. Stephen Gostkowski. Vernon Davis. Carson Palmer. Cam Newton. Dan Bailey. Brandon Coleman. Houston defense. I grabbed. And Darren Sproles. Another running back. Look at that, Chris.
Finally.
Funniest
thing you just said, I thought you said you started off that round with a kicker.
Round 12? Yes, I did. Adam Vinatieri.
That is batshit crazy.
What? Then we have 4 more rounds left, and he gets his kicker in round 12?
Yeah, you're picking up your kicker in round 12. Give me a break.
Yeah, that's not black shit. That's black shit.
Yeah, well,
that's nuts.
I don't know. He must have really, really wanted to make sure that nobody else got Vinatieri.
Yeah, so mission accomplished, because that guy's all yours, and bring on your Super Bowl title.
Thank you for your $20.
I guess Adam Vinatieri does win Super Bowls, so...
Got more rings than we do.
Yeah.
We'll see. So I had a third draft this Sunday. In this draft, I went dead last. So I got to draft middle, front, and back. And I have to tell you, I think I like the back the best. It's something about going back-to-back with picks that just makes everything, it's nice. Yeah, you have to wait a while, but I like it.
Yeah, it could be good drafting there at the end. I kind of enjoy that position, too.
I like the beginning's cool. The middle was okay. I think my order of like, as far as what I would prefer to have, the end, number 1, number 2, the beginning, and if I have to go the middle, I'll go the middle. Middle's third. Middle's the third. So I'm just going to do the first couple rounds of this one, and then I'll just go into what my team looks like, since no one else has done this but me.
Real quick, before you start that, I just wanted to make a point. You know, Yahoo, they have a grade after you draft, right?
Uh-huh.
And the one girl that we have in our league was drafting people by first names, by pretty names. Oh, I have an uncle, Ronnie Hillman. I have an Uncle Ronnie. Oh, that's cute. She did the whole draft that way and got an A rating from Yahoo. How in the fuck does that happen?
Yeah, and that was really funny because Ronnie Hillman, who is now the number 2 running back in Denver, is the obvious handcuff to C.J. Anderson, who she picked up at the end of round 1. So drafting by pretty names, she actually ended up following a strategy without having any idea, because she's now got a pretty solid looking lineup, and she's got handcuffs, she's got good backup, she's looking good to go deep into this league.
Yeah, we'll see.
My fantasy's awesome.
Yeah.
Any idiot can do
it. Yeah, look at Jason. All right. So in this draft, 12-man, number 1 overall, Adrian Peterson. So that's kind of interesting. It wasn't Andrew Luck.
Ooh, finally.
My God.
Yeah, someone actually took a running back overall.
With brains.
Yeah. But that didn't last long because Andrew Luck went number 2.
Man, that guy, he better put up some huge numbers this year because he cost a lot of championships last year.
Looks like he's going to cost a lot more this year.
He did.
It sounds like it.
So there was that. Number 3 was Eddie Lacy. Number 4 was Jamal Charles. The 4 was Jamal Charles. 5, Le'Veon Bell. 6, Aaron Rodgers. I think that's way early for Rodgers.
Yeah.
This one cracked me up. You'll love this one. Number 7 overall, Peyton Manning.
Did you say 7th round?
7th. No. First round, 7th pick.
Nice.
Peyton Manning.
I want to be in that league. I want to be in that league.
So then, I was hitting you guys up on Facebook about this as it was happening.
Yeah,
so
this was crazy following along.
I was
number
drunk.
8.
It was like listening to a train wreck.
Number 8 was Rob Gronkowski. I could sort of see Gronk.
I don't know. Yeah, that's early considering we already lost 2 quarterbacks.
Better
yeah.
Yeah, we still got a 20th round on the board, right?
It gets better. It gets better.
Okay.
Number 9 was Marshawn Lynch.
Wow. Wow.
Number 10, Russell Wilson.
Start to run on quarterbacks. Holy shit, they're about to run out.
Wait. No, we're not done. We're not done. Number 11, Drew Brees.
Nice.
Number 12, Antonio Brown. That was round 1. And I'm sitting
That's
there.
right. Antonio Brown fell all the way to you. That is stupid.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is here. I might as well grab this.
Half the round were quarterbacks.
Yeah, 4 quarterbacks in the first round. I didn't understand what was going on.
This is not like a 2-quarterback league or anything, right? This is fairly standard league.
No, it was the same stuff we did before.
Oh. Yeah, like if you're doing a 2-quarterback league, it kind of makes sense, but yeah. Ew.
No, come on. Luck, Rodgers, Manning, Wilson, and Breeze in the first round.
Were you drafting 2-year-olds?
Yeah, in a single quarterback league, that makes no sense.
Yeah. So then I came back around and I grabbed Jeremy Hill for the first pick of round 2. Then we had DeMarco Murray, Des Bryant, Calvin Johnson, Cam Newton, Jeremy Maclin, Matt Forte, C.J. Anderson, Tom Brady, and LaShawn McCoy, Darius Thomas, and Julio Jones.
Wait, Darius Thomas?
Demarius Thomas.
That's a shot. That's a shot.
Yeah, that sounded like shot territory.
That's a penalty shot. There it is.
Maybe instead of a shot, he should have to finish his beer.
That's the only one he has. So
no, fellas, we've got more show to do. And that's my only beer. So.
Oh, all right. Well,
he's probably back washing it back into the bottle.
Fiesta.
Yeah, I'm recycling this motherfucker.
Oh, nasty. Oh shit.
Fuck Sports Center.
All right. So then we come back around to round 3. It's Jimmy Graham, Mark Ingram, Odell Beckham, AJ Green. How does Odell Beckham go before AJ Green? The fuck is that?
How does Odell Beckham go at all? He's the biggest bust in the draft. I was about to say it's about time we see him going into the 3rd round.
Yeah, well, he went 3rd round. AJ Green, Julian Edelman, Randall Cobb. How does he go before Randall Cobb? Whatever.
He must have homers.
Frank Gore, Lamar Miller, Matt Ryan, Justin Forsett, DeAndre Hopkins. And I took Alfred Morris because running backs
apparently are not valuable in this league.
This
is not something. This is standard scoring. This is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're gonna win this league. Hopefully, there's a lot of money on the line.
Yeah. Greg Olsen, and then I came back with Greg Olsen for I'm finished just doing round 4, and then that's it.
All right.
Round 4, Greg Olsen, Travis Kelce, T.Y. Hilton went, Carlos Hyde, Alshon Jeffrey, Ronnie Hillman. Seattle Seahawks defense went in round 4.
Whoa, Ronnie Hillman.
Ronnie Hillman went 42nd overall. 43 overall was the Seahawks defense.
Oh my God.
Latavius Murray, Emmanuel Sanders, Matthew Stafford, Brandon Cooks, Jordan Matthews.
All right, Jason just went to get a beer. We need to go back. Ronnie, are you back on? Jason, can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I can.
Ronnie Hillman went 42 overall.
Wow.
Beginning of round 4.
And then after that.
But he's got a cute name.
But after that, the thing is, after that, you had the Seattle Seahawks defense go right after Hillman in round 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
This league should be fun for you.
You're drafting with 4-year-olds.
I was losing my shit. I'm like, how?
I've seen 4-year-olds draft better than this.
Exactly.
Yeah, so my team is Antonio Brown, Jeremy Hill, Alfred Morris, Greg Olsen, Ryan Tannehill, Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, LeGarrette Blount, Allen Robinson, Jordan Cameron, Blake Bortles, Danny Woodhead, Chiefs defense, Steve Penalty
shots.
That's another one.
How the hell do you say his last name?
Hauschka.
Hauschka, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
What, were you raised in Chula Vista? Jesus.
So you know what we need to do is we need to tally penalty shots for later. So next week you owe us like 3 shots at the beginning.
We know what happens when he takes 3 shots. It's not.
I know. We're about to find out though. Tune in next week.
All right, then we got Minnesota's defense, and then Ty Montgomery.
Yeah, that's a homer pick, but
Hi.
knock yourself up.
Oh yeah, it's my 16th pick. Why the hell not?
Oh, are we that deep? Then yeah, why not?
Yeah, that was my team. All
That's
right.
a flyer, so sure.
Yeah, that was my whole team. So yeah, so that was a recap. So I had interesting fun with that.
Yeah, and I'd be interested to hear if anybody can tweet us, hashtag FFFFiesta, and let us know how you feel about just number of teams. Because for me, I found that 2 teams was my limit. It stops being fun for me after a couple of teams because I start getting weird conflicts where unless I draft the same team in every league, I start getting guys that I want to do good and want to do bad at the same time, and it just stops being fun. So I'd be interested to hear from all of our fans. Both of you guys, tweet us and let us know what you think.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so then we got the next topic there, lineups and the lineup since we're past drafting.
Yeah, close the book on drafting.
Let's let this fucking season start.
Shit, yeah, I'm ready.
We got 2 days. Well, by the time you hear, it should be another day, and the season will officially be underway. So now what we're talking right now basically is lineups and the starting city. So well, I'd like to hear Jason. I've heard you did a little research on this. Why don't you take us into some setup for the week?
The first thing I have is conflicts. Okay, so I have a couple different conflicts on a couple different scenarios. The first one is, and this is what happens when you draft a bunch of running backs. The first one is Carlos Hyde versus Miami, or Mark Ingram versus Arizona. These are both in my flex. I'm going ahead and starting Carlos Hyde versus Minnesota over Mark Ingram.
Wait, Minnesota or Miami? That's a penalty
Miami.
shot. Too late.
I lined up. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, I was doing that last week too. It ended up real good.
Go fuck yourself.
Maybe later.
Either way, I started Carlos Hyde versus Miami over Mark Ingram versus Arizona. I think Arizona's defense is a solid defense. I think both their line and their secondary are something to mess with. So that's the first one in running backs. Next, I did wide
Now, are you
receivers.
considering the fact that defenses have all shifted around? Because that's one thing you got to really consider going into this is the fact that we're looking at entirely new fronts. And Ndamukong Suh is plug in the middle in Miami now. And that's going to create a havoc. In theory, I mean, we don't know how these guys are going to do.
Right.
So
So
that's my take on it.
and you don't know defensive rankings from last year. You can only go so far. San Francisco had one of the top-ranked defenses last year. Now they lost 20 of their starters in the offseason. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, that's an entirely new team.
Yeah. So what do you think about this one? Wide receivers: Jarvis Landry versus Washington, or Marquez Colston versus Arizona. Same thing. I think Arizona's secondary is pretty solid, so I went ahead and started Jarvis Landry versus Washington instead of Marquez Colston, old reliable Marquez Colston.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. And that just kind of speaks to my overall strategy going into week 1. I played my lineups the way I drafted them. I didn't draft a receiver early to start, a wide receiver I picked in round 10. You kind of got to see how it plays out. For me, if you try to get too cute with your lineups early on, you start shooting yourself in the foot because we really don't know how this is going to play out. So when I go into week 1 with my lineups, I draft my starters. I drafted them to be starters, and I'm playing my starters, and I'm not trying to get too cute. We don't know how any of these new systems are going to work. Marquez Colston could be a lot lower on the maybe not the official depth chart, but in terms of targets there, and it's so hard to predict that I really think I play my starters week 1 because I drafted them to be my starters.
Right. Well, this one's interesting. Tarnell, what do you think about this one? There's Tony Romo versus New York Giants, or Cam Newton versus Jacksonville. Now, Tony Romo I did draft early because I want him to be my starter. Isn't it Cam Newton versus Jacksonville is so appealing to me? I'm like, man, I fucking want to start him. But I have to go.
That one's a tough one because Jacksonville's notoriously bad on the defensive side.
Bad until they're not, and they shock you.
Right, and there's always teams that shock you every year. They go from 2-14, and next year they're in their playoffs. The parity with the league now, it's so hard to predict from one year to the next who's going to be good and who's not.
That's a fucking shot for you because I said Tarnell, not freaking Aaron.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why that matters, but I have a shot here, so.
There we go.
There you
It
go.
doesn't matter.
Fiesta.
Hi.
Anyway,
That's a drop you need in your sound effect lineup. Put that drop in there. Work that shit in.
Yeah, I'll figure that out. Well, here's the thing. Oh, man, here's my thing with lineups, especially this early on in the season, because this is the thing that's retarded. Every year you have all these analysts trying to prognosticate what's going to happen, who's going up, who's going down, what's going to happen. The next week 2, they're like, oh, how many teams are going to remain undefeated? And it's like, well, it's fucking week 2. You know what I mean? Everyone's 1-0 and 0-1. You only have a few options as to what their record's going to be come Sunday.
Shit, yeah. Last year they were talking about benching Tom Brady, and the Patriots were washed up by week 2 or 3.
And this is my thing. You need Yahoo told me after that in the draft, to go by a trend of 3, and that may be good. I like to go 4. The first month you really understand who's who, what's what. You can tell what defenses are porous against wide receivers, which ones are porous against running backs, which ones allow a lot of points with tight ends, which ones hold tight ends really close. You start seeing trends. You start seeing which teams are 0-4 and 4-0 and 2-2 and 1-3, 3-1. You start really seeing trends. You can know what to do. I really don't like drafting, messing with my draft lineup too much in the beginning. I'm kind of like Aaron, where these are guys who picked. I picked them for a reason. Let's get them in, see what they do until I realize that they really are abysmal, and I need to either drop them and pick someone up off waivers, or just put in my backups and see that they, if I see I'm leaving a lot of points on the bench, then I'll go and I'll switch around there. But the week 1, I'm just like, hey, this is what it is. Let's see what's happening with this new year, because you don't know. I mean, with your dilemma of Newton versus Jacksonville, the problem is, do you trust Newton's weapons around him?
It is Jacksonville.
He has more to offer than Tony Romo does against the Giants. Because Romo's going to be throwing to his good old boy Witten. He's got Terrence Williams underneath. He's probably throwing to like one of the running backs out of the backfield, and he's got Des Bryant.
Right.
And Cam Newton has who besides
Greg Olsen and Devin Funches.
Funches! I love that name. Funches.
It sounds like he's in like chips or something. So that's my thing with the lineup. Is I think I would have to go Romo over Newton.
I'm doing it. I drafted him earlier than Newton, so I'm going Romo because we don't know what's going on with the defenses so far this year. And so those are the dilemmas I had. Next, I have must starts. These are pretty obvious. Running backs. I have Adrian Peterson versus San Francisco. Now they were number 7 against the run last year, but again we talked about it. They lost 20 starters in the offseason. A lot of them were on defense.
They got retirements. They lost a lot. So it's
death, drugs, everything.
I'm okay.
They got guys in prison. They got
San Quentin is loving it, but the Lions aren't. Anyway, Adrian Peterson versus San Francisco. I think he's going to run wild all over him. Another big one.
You can never sit your number 1 guy.
No.
I mean, Adrian Peterson is a must start if he's healthy. If he plays for the what do they say? If he plays for the Vikings, he plays for you. So if he's in, he's in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. Another one we have is Jeremy Hill versus Oakland.
Yeah, that's another one. That guy's in your lineup. If he's healthy, he's in your lineup.
Right.
Easy. Yep. So like I said, wide receivers, they're all must starts. Des Bryant, Julio Jones, those ones I have. Martellus Bennett and Gronk and tight ends. I think those are all pretty obvious. Now the sleepers are the big one. That's kind of where I want to get into. See what you guys think. One of my sleepers, who would have thunk? Devin Funches. I think Devin Funches is going to have a hell of a game against Jacksonville. Cam Newton's going to throw it up. This guy's going to get 100 yards and at least 1 touchdown. I'm thinking 2 touchdowns in this game. He's going to have a breakout.
That's lofty.
He's going to have a breakout game in his first game because against Jacksonville.
You have zero faith in Jaguars defense.
It's Jacksonville.
But it's every year is a new year. So I can appreciate where you're coming from. but I don't put too much faith in the quality of any team one way or the other.
It's hard. It's hard early. Another sleeper I have is Stevie Johnson. Like I mentioned before, Antonio Gates is suspended for 4 games. I think Stevie Johnson is going to come out and have a pretty decent 12-point game in fantasy. Give him 60 yards and a touchdown. I think he's going to be right around there.
So, how many of your guys are not getting touchdowns?
None of them.
That's what I thought.
Running backs, Chris Ivory versus Cleveland. Pretty appealing. Starting running back for the Jets versus the number 32 team against the run last year. I think Chris Ivory's going to have him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Cleveland.
Yeah, that's hard to overlook. And I think the Jets in general are going to be a lot better than we were used to seeing them. I think they're going to be a much more solid, balanced team. So, yeah, I wouldn't feel too bad about starting him in that position. You said he's in your flex?
Yeah, these are sleepers. These aren't people on my team. These are just sleepers.
Yeah, for sure.
Another running back sleeper is Darren McFadden. Now, he's going to be the second running back. Yeah, listen. He's going to be the second running back for Dallas, right? But he's going to go up against the Giants, who are number 30 against the run. And believe me, he's going to get his touches, and he's going to have 100 yards that game, Darren McFadden. He might be broken the second game of the year, but this week, he's going to have a good game.
Maybe. We'll see.
And then my last sleeper is a quarterback, rookie. I'm going rookie, Marcus Mariota, Tennessee against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was 28th against the rush. I think that Marcus Mariota is going to have a 20 to 25-point game against Tampa Bay's defense.
Well, it's good he's going up against a team that's bad against the rush, considering he's a rushing kind of guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he runs, but we're not talking running backs. We're talking quarterback here.
I think with the combination of running and throwing, he's going to have a pretty good game. It's a good, comfortable first game for a rookie quarterback. And so I think that's it's going to be a good game for Mr.
We'll
Mariota.
see. I mean, I guess if you drafted Mariota as your number 1 quarterback, but I got to imagine anybody that drafted Mariota has him as their number 2 quarterback and has a legit QB1.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'd have trouble justifying making that kind of move in week 1 with a rookie.
It's all about matchups.
Yeah, but, I mean, play that one at your own peril. I think you're tripping a little bit on that one.
Right.
I think Tarnell's second team he was talking about, someone has him as their starter, so fuck you.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, we're going to pause real quick right here. Give a little love to our sponsors. Sponsor for this show, DraftKings. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play. You're never stuck with the same players. Over $1 billion will be won at DraftKings.com this year, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code Fiesta to play for free. That's Fiesta for free entry now at DraftKings.com. And also, don't forget to show us a little love. You like what we're doing, want to support us, you can go to FantasyFootballFiesta.com, go to the support this little support link, and go ahead, and if you're going to shop on Amazon, you're going to do it anyways, go ahead and go and shop through our link. Help us out, give us a little bit of love there. Go ahead and we can bring you some more amazing shows like this one. And that's what you can do there for us if you feel like it. Just go and shop. You don't got to buy anything from us. If you're going to go shop on Amazon, FantasyFootball.com, support link, click that, go to Amazon. All right. So
we need a beer fund. We want a beer fund.
Yeah, help us out. Tarnell just earned another penalty shot. It's FantasyFootballFiesta.com, not FantasyFootball.com.
Oh, yeah, bitch.
That's FantasyFootballFiesta.com.
The first time, but not the second time. We can rewind the tape.
All right, well, FantasyFootballFiesta.com, you know who you're listening to. Screw you guys.
Yeah, find our website. Use our Amazon link. Buy your jerseys. Buy your awesome cups. Buy hats. Buy all of your shit. Use our link. You don't have to send us any money. You're spending the money anyway. It'd be awesome. Send us some beer.
That's right.
We want it.
So now what I want to do is make some bold predictions for the year. We can do this every so often. I've got a one big bold prediction, and it's concerning the guy who keeps getting drafted at the top, Andrew Luck. My prediction is he will not make more. He will not be the top fantasy QB this year. He will be at the very highest number 3.
Oh wow, number 3.
Wow.
Yes.
I was thinking number 2.
No, he will be no higher than number 3 this year.
Wow.
So the flip side to that, I guess, your bold prediction would be other guys are going ahead. Who do you see above Andrew Luck?
I see Rodgers.
Weird.
He's still going to be. He's still going to throw. He's not going to not throw. So
there's truth to that.
So I see him. I see Rivers having the possibility of going over him. I see Roethlisberger. I see him, Roethlisberger, Brady, and I had another guy that I was thinking.
That Drew Brees guy, who knows?
Well, Drew Brees is another possibility, but I don't see him being the top guy. I think he's going to have a great year, but I think they'll win a lot of games. But as far as fantasy is concerned, I think a lot of people realize that they pay too much for the price of Andrew Luck.
That I agree with completely. I think the boldest thing you said was Phillip Rivers finishing ahead of Andrew Luck. That is a bold prediction. Could see it happen. Rivers is a phenomenal quarterback, but that one's bold. We'll have to check back at the end of the year, write that down, because I would be fucking shocked to see that one happen.
Oh, yeah.
Barring injury, of course, but...
Phillip Rivers, bitch!
All right, so that's that. Does anyone else have any? That's my bold prediction for the week, for the year.
I guess I would say my bold prediction. I don't know how bold it is, but I see Jeremy Hill as the number 1 running back of the year.
Ooh.
I see him as the rushing leader. He's going into his second season. He had a phenomenal rookie season on par with Adrian Peterson's rookie season. He's an amazing back. He's going to have all the opportunity in the world, and I would predict, my bold prediction for the year is Jeremy Hill is the rushing leader in the NFL at the end of the season.
Uh-huh. And we know Jason still is on DeAndre Hopkins nuts.
He loves him some DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know what that guy paid you, but holy shit.
My bold prediction
Your what?
is my bold prediction
Oh, Jesus.
is pound FF Fiesta.
Hashtag Jesus Christ.
The Chargers are gonna win the Super Bowl.
Oh God.
Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Chargers are gonna win the Super Bowl.
And they're gonna take the Super Bowl. Hey, weird as shit has happened, but that one's definitely bold.
Yeah, and you saw what I said was bold.
Yeah, well, apparently if you're right, Jason might be right. So maybe your 2 bold predictions.
Phillip Rivers.
All right.
The river runs through the Bolt town.
Actually,
San
I have a
Diego.
second Andrew Luck prediction.
You're done.
Okay.
You're done.
He won't score more points than the top 5 running backs.
Oh, no, you're crazy there.
Now you're an idiot.
Points-wise, quarterbacks just outscore running backs almost consistently. I think the number 15 quarterback last year outscored the number 1 running back last year.
Are you positive?
No, I'm not positive, but we could look it up.
I would say the top 10 quarterbacks outscored the top 1 running back.
Yeah, because in a standard scoring leagues, the top quarterbacks are in the neighborhood of 325 to 350 points. And, yeah, I mean, you're lucky to get 200 points in a season out of your running backs. So that's the boldest prediction.
That was cute, though, Torno. That was cute. And
Uh-huh.
the Padres won 2-1.
Yes.
Woo!
Clap for that. All right.
Yay. That's a different podcast.
Yes.
It's against the Rockies, too, you fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Yay.
All right. Last segment here before we wrap this up for the week. We're going to doing a little football pick'em. It may not be fancy, but it's still fun to do. So we'll pick about 8 games out of each week and try and see if we can pick who's right. Keep score on who's dumb and smart in that area.
All right. Keep track.
Right.
And
So-
one thing, Jason and I don't even know what games we're looking at. So we're not doing the full 16. Whoa. We're not doing the full 16 games. We're just looking at whatever 8 games Tarnell throws out. So we're doing this on the fly. Let's rock and roll.
Are we
All
taking
right,
a
the
shot
first
now
one-
or after?
The first one is our... What?
After. Well, I poured a shot. Why do you have a shot? I mean, Aaron, you have a shot. We'll do it after.
We'll do it after.
We'll do it after.
After. All right. So first game is going to be the season opener. Steelers at Patriots. Who wins that one?
Patriots.
Yeah, I'm taking Patriots too. Tom Brady always has a good game against the Steelers, and I think he's coming into this game with something to prove because he's pissed off about the whole suspension thing.
They're lowering down the flag. They went into the Super Bowl. They're doing the whole celebration. It's at home. Pittsburgh has no chance.
I'll tend to agree. If it was Pittsburgh and all that mud, probably give them a bigger chance, but I'm not giving them a chance on this one.
No.
All right, next game. Chiefs at Texans.
I think.
Holy shit.
I really want to root for the Texans. I really do because they're a home team, but they suck. So I'm gonna go with Alex Smith is all reliable, and Jamal Charles is gonna run all over him, and I think that Kansas City is gonna win by 4 points. We'll go 20. We'll go 21-17. Kansas City.
At least your math is good, so props for that.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm taking
FF Fiesta.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs in that one too. The Texans are now in a situation where they got to show me. Hoyer at quarterback, I don't think is all that hot. Their running game has been lackluster at best through preseason, and I know you can't put too much emphasis on preseason, but I think they're going to struggle. I think they got a great defense. I could see it as low scoring, but Chiefs have a good defense too, and I don't see the Texans keeping up.
Unless J.J. Watt can throw the ball, then catch the ball, then block for himself, and then score touchdowns, then they're going to win. If not,
and I tell you what, I would not be that shocked to see that play on SportsCenter.
Fuck SportsCenter.
Whoa.
All right. Okay. I'm going with the Texans. So
really?
That. Oh yeah.
What do you like about the Texans?
Full of bold predictions.
Yeah, I think they've got something to prove. I think we'll see how that defense works out for them. So how that front end works. If that can help them, they might have a chance. We'll see.
Home field advantage.
Yeah, they got Clowney back, and I mean, there's potential there. I just don't see them being able to keep up, but we'll see.
All right, next one, nice obscure one. Browns at Jets.
Browns at the Jets. Oh my God, that's such a 9-3 football game.
I don't think so. I'm going to go out here. I'll take the lead, and I'm taking the Jets on that one. I like their offense a lot more. I think Fitzpatrick is an adequate quarterback. I think with Brandon Marshall out there, I think they're going to be able to handle the ball just fine.
Browns at the Jets? Is that the Jets?
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets in that one.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets in that one because they're at home, but it is going to be one ugly game. It's going to be ugly.
Yeah, I think we all got the Jets on that one. I don't know what Browns have. I don't know what the Browns have to offer in that respect.
Yeah, they're going to need young talent to start stepping up. They've got the rookie running back there. They've got it. Well, I mean,
let me.
I was going to say they have a solid defense, but a second ago you told me otherwise. So, Browns are going to have to show me something before I'm ever picking them.
All right, so let's do this real quick. Quarterback Josh McCown, running back Isaac Crowell, and wide receiver Andrew Hawkins. Yeah, they suck. That's the Browns. The Jets.
Yeah, until Johnny Football steps up and starts being amazing.
Yeah, he should have been cut with Tebow.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right, so then we have the next one is
Chargers.
No, shut up.
Fuck.
Colts.
Sorry, Colts where?
What?
Indianapolis at Buffalo.
Oh, Indy all day.
Now, I will go with Indy, but it is only September. If it was November, I would probably go with Buffalo. But it's September.
Yeah, true to that.
Indy is a dome team. Anyway, September, Indy all the way.
Yeah.
I think I'm a buck trends and go Buffalo on that one. That D is something terrible. All right.
That D is
but they're facing an offense that I think is going to be an absolute wrecking ball this year. So
we'll see.
They may be good, and I don't think they're going to be able to put up enough points. I mean,
I don't know.
They may be able to do okay, but
they
Indy
did
all day.
Yeah. All right. We'll see.
They only have a number 3 quarterback in the league, so who knows what's going to happen.
Seahawks at Rams.
Seahawks or the Rams?
Yes.
Where are the Rams? The Rams?
The Rams.
No.
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Do you know what city the Rams are located?
The Rams are in L.A.
Yeah. Give that a minute.
Not yet.
No. Seattle. Seattle's going to beat the Rams. Fuck. I mean, I think they somewhat have a kind of good defense, right?
No, they have an amazing defense.
No. Shit, amazing. Is their offense amazing?
No, that part's a stretch.
Go fuck
The
yourself.
offense
Seattle.
is average. The defense is amazing.
Yeah, they've got one of the best defenses in the league, but offensive on that side of the ball.
They better run back. They better run back 3 kickoffs for touchdowns.
Yeah, they need
Otherwise,
something crazy to happen because
Seattle's gonna win.
they got what, Nick Foles is their starting quarterback now, and
Something ridiculous.
I think they're in trouble there. And Seattle's been in 2 Super Bowls in a row. Yeah, you got to take Seattle there.
Yeah. Saints at Cardinals.
You know, I'm a Saints fan, man. I think the Saints, even in Arizona, even with their defense, I'm a believer in Drew Brees, Marquez Colston. I think that Mark Ingram can wiggle his way through there, and I think Saints are going to win this game. Close. 3-point game.
This may be the first one that Jason and I disagree. I'm taking Cardinals on this one.
I am too. I fully agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals have a great defense. Their offense is adequate. They've got good targets at receiver. Carson Palmer's back at the helm. I think they're going to be able to keep the Saints in check enough to outscore them at the end of the fourth quarter, and I think the Cardinals are taking that one.
No, there's going to be the bounty all over again. Carson Palmer's going to get knocked out in the third quarter. They're going to
We'll see.
they're going to win 27-24.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
All right. The last 2 are the Monday night games. We've got Eagles at Falcons.
Ooh, this one's interesting.
What, Eagles?
Yeah.
At Falcons?
I'm taking the Eagles.
Where are you at, Jason? What's going on with you?
Eagles at Falcons.
Yes.
Where's that Philly cheesesteaks? Where's it at?
It's at Atlanta. It's in the ATM.
Oh, Jesus. What food do they have in Atlanta? Anything good?
We'll see.
I don't know. I've only been to the Atlanta airport.
I'm going to go with Atlanta. I'm going to go with the home team, Matt Ryan, and Roddy White, and Julio Jones, and your fucking 2 running backs. Atlanta. Atlanta 27-24. Atlanta.
Hey, Tardell, do you get the feeling that he just has a fucking depth chart in front of him, and every time we go to him, he's just reading off the names that are on the depth chart?
Yeah, he has no clue what's going on. All right. Who do you have in that one, Aaron?
I'm taking
Atlanta. Atlanta 27-24.
Another 27-24 game. That's a consistent score.
It's the only football score he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles in that one with the offense of the Eagles. I don't see Atlanta keeping up. Atlanta's back in the situation where they got to show me something.
It's a show me
All
state.
right. And the final one, Vikings at 49ers.
49ers. Jesus Christ.
Adrian
Peterson's going to run.
Okay, here's the thing. I'll let you guys do this. We can do this game, or you guys can argue about Giants at Cowboys. Which one would you rather take?
Giants and Cowboys. Giants and Cowboys. Adrian Peterson's going to run all over the fucking other team. Let's do Giants and Cowboys. That's a little more.
Yeah, for sure. Giants, Cowboys.
Giants and Cowboys. Where's it at?
It's in Dallas.
Have you seen the big screen? $500 million big screen on that thing? Dallas is going to win that game. Dallas is going to win that game.
Oh, that's what we're using to choose that now, huh?
That's up there with picking guys in your draft based on the cuteness
Pretty
of the
names.
name.
I have an Uncle Tony. And I think Tony Romo's going to throw for 356 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And Dallas is going to win the game.
I'm taking Dallas as well in that one.
Yeah, right you are.
Yeah, the Giants, the running back situation is iffy. I think they're weak at wide receiver. Odell Beckham was one of my biggest busts in the draft, and I'm taking Dallas.
Yeah, I'm going with the big D too. I would like to take the Giants.
Yeah, you are.
Convention,
Oh,
but
yeah.
The problem is Giants always seem to be abysmal at the beginning of the year. So it's like even if they were even
that too.
if they wanted to take, I just can't. Like it almost doesn't matter who they're playing.
Because their
So-
quarterback is Eli Manning.
Don't worry, he'll lose now and beat the Patriots later on in the year.
With the miracle catch from ODG Bayel. Beckham.
Something
all right,
like
got
that.
our picks for this week. All right, that's good. I think that wraps it up for us for this week.
Let's Fiesta.
Oh, it's Fiesta time.
Arriba.
Arriba, arriba, andale.
On to the
Everybody,
quest.
all of you, good luck in your fantasy drafts. Not drafts, you already had your drafts. With your lineups and your games, let's fucking rock and roll.
That's pound. FF Fiesta.
Wow, Jesus Christ. All
Hey,
right.
this is our show.
Yeah.
We are not sober. You want sober analysis? Go to fucking ESPN.
Yeah.
Fuck
there you go.
ESPN.
All right. For Jason and Aaron, this is Tarnell signing off. We'll see you next week about 8:30 or so. Go ahead and check us out at fantasyfootballfiesta.com. That's fantasyfootballfiesta.com on YouTube, on Facebook, on website, the Google Plus, whatever you want, up inside your mom. That's us. And we will see you next week. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.